Hello and welcome back to match 2. Magic Online continues to favor us with the dice roll. And a pretty good hand here. We would like to find a 3-drop, but I don't think we can ship this back. We have a 2, even if it's one of our less good 2s, and 3 lands and 3 other spells. One of which is one of the best cards in our deck. Which I guess we maybe can't play if we don't find other planes, but ooh, red for my opponent. Well, Blur is quite good against a lot of red cards. And actually, Vizier is really good against Blur Blades, isn't it? I don't know why this card just doesn't exist in my head. Like, it's not that it's bad. I don't see it when I'm drafting, and, like, I don't know, it just doesn't exist. Okay, I think I'm going to play the Solitary Camel over the Blur here. It's a little bit more mana efficient. And I think if we trade here, I'm actually not that sad about that. I don't think my opponent's going to want to block. Yeah. That camel. Ooh, Scavenging Ground. I mean, I guess maybe you play that. If you've got Desert Synergies, you definitely play it. But maybe you play it just on its own for random upside. I'm not sure if that upside is enough to counter the fact that sometimes you don't play your lands, though. So yeah, we're still just gonna trade here. I think that's fine. And we're gonna play the Angel. Yeah, and if he's got removal, he's got removal, but I assume he blocks? Yeah, seems fine. So we missed out on the most obvious value of Blur Blades. Maybe we should have used that last turn instead of playing that. Maybe I'd prefer to have a camel in my hand, but I don't think that's really bad. Like I said, I think this will have lots of targets against red decks, and it is still a combat trick in some cases too. Sand Strangler. Ooh, that is bad for us. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, well, there's desert when you need a desert, I suppose. Sandblast. So we're just gonna pass and play Talk Crop Elite. The opponent definitely has the advantage on cards here. That Sand Strangler. Some work. And he won second. We haven't hit him real hard or real fast, but I like our hand. Trying a land for the Eternal would not be bad. That's fine. I'm just gonna take it. Hopefully not something great. And for the Gauntlet. Decent. I wonder if he puts it on the Strangler. Does. Okay. Ooh. I kind of want to play the Mummy. We use Blur Blades as well. We get through the Manticore that way. I kind of would just rather use the Sandblast and shoot it. I'm going to swing with... How much do we think we're ahead on the race? I think we're still ahead, so I think we're going to swing with both and offer to kill off the Sandblast or the Manticore right now. We can wait till next turn and shoot it if necessary. I don't really love waiting to trade with the Sand Strangler. Let's go ahead and hit both. We could play the Paramount and leave up Blur and use that to kill off the Sand Strangler. But we go to 9 in that case. I don't love that. Okay. Imagine he comes in with both. We'll Sandblast this. Hope he doesn't have 2 combat tricks. Destructible will be kind of annoying, but it's about the only thing that really gets us. You'd have to have 2+ toughnesses, because I don't think there's any red card that gives +2 on one card. I guess I could have waited there for him to pass priority, but yeah, probably should have. We gave up a slight margin there. It's possibly would have done something. Something big, looks like. 100 souls. Alright, that's pretty good. We're gonna play this. We're gonna swing and exert with both. And if he wants to block, we'll blow our blades up. 2 for 1 ourselves, but getting his crown draw off the battlefield I think is important. Or I guess we could leave back 2 things. Yeah, actually that's probably better. And we can double block it, and then use blur. Okay, Scourge of Souls is a good one. The dream is my opponent forgets about the --1 trigger. We like double block here and uses blur blades and we laugh at him. That definitely sounds like something I would do. I never remember this guy. Azeret. Doggy. Alright. Azeret kills us really fast. So you can just throw a card and hit us for a bunch. Okay, doing that right now. Not really anything we can do about that, unfortunately. And there's no good block at this point then either. It comes in for 1 billion. Anyway, we can kill him next turn. So he's gonna go to 8. Right now he actually, oh no, he's gonna go to 14. So down to 12. Then these swing for 9 total. It's not enough. I guess we need to block the Sand Strangler. I guess we're not going to block anything else. Rough. Does not feel great. Maybe we shouldn't use the Sandblast there. We didn't know he was going to follow it up with Scrounger. This is just a little bit higher curve than I would expect in general, I think. But Scrounger's pretty good. Root Strength. Wow, okay. Well, still can't really interact with that. Is there any real difference in playing Azeret now? We're just dead, right? Because we can play the Blur Blades and it keeps us alive for a turn. But then just his next draw kills us. So yeah. Unless we draw something exceptional. I guess we might as well. Okay, so it takes us to 1. That's not exceptional. Alright, GG. Let's try again here. Alright, his deck looks pretty good. Full of a lot of creatures that maybe we can attack into incredibly effectively. Saw 1 target for Blazing Volley. Resolve still seems fine. Feels like Pursuer is just so much worse than Catcher's Name, though. Pretty much always. Catcher's Name does a good enough job when you want to Alpha Strike most of the time, I think. And I don't think I'm going to change anything again. Maybe this is a mistake. Feels like we're not sideboarding enough, but this deck just feels like the best deck we can have. Ugh, it's got to be a mulligan. There's a good chance we just don't play anything with that hand. Okay, this hand isn't bad. And keep it. And we're gonna bottom that, I think. I think finding a 2-drop would be fantastic. Yeah, that's not a 2-drop. Alright, so next turn we can play Dauntless Haven. Dauntless Haven and Talk Up Elite are a real little combo. Ooh. Dang. That gets a real card against us too. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Sandblast. We need to hold on to the mountain, because if we don't find a land, we just lose next turn. It's rough though. Alright. Furthering that card advantage. Ooh, I like Survivors a fair amount too. Dawnless I think we play Survivors now rather than Dawnless. This blocks a little bit better. Still swings pretty well. Unfortunate that we had to pick the Sandblast, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, that's fine. Pretty rare that you call bluffs, but that was definitely not one of those times. So, Special Lizard, I guess? Exert and swing. Maybe we just need to trade this. That just feels kind of bad. But the problem is if he's got a combat trick, he swings for 5 next turn, we block. It feels pretty unfortunate. I think we actually maybe just want to trade now. We'll block. Okay. Play our Thresher Lizard. And then plan on throwing that in front of the Miasmic Mummy. He has the Kindled Fury. That's probably the most likely play, but I'm not sure we can really play around it. Maybe we should have. Maybe we should have just played Dawnless and started swinging at the Survivors, exerting every turn. No. I don't think we can afford to get into a race. Playing something pre-combat. Get rid of the Thresher Lizard? Fire. That's a good one. Interesting he didn't offer the trade. It probably means he has like Brute Strength instead, in which case we would have traded there. Yeah, I'm gonna call Brute Strength. Okay, let's play our Top Drop Elite. We'll take a bunch here, but we get to exert and bring back some life back. Play the Dawnless Haven or Desert's Hold next turn. This was a pretty good 6-card hand. That's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Brute Strength, so we do have to play around that because he potentially kills us out of nowhere with it. Hitting our single desert actually would be pretty good here. And actually, maybe we should have brought in another desert. Ooh, it's bad for us. I think we lose life. We'll just play Desert's Hold next turn. Leave the Survivors back. I have to trade. Ugh, it feels so bad. We play like Solitary Camel and choose to block instead, though. He just pumps this. And we take 4 there. Block like that. Then they trade. And we take 2. Maybe that's better than Desert Holding. Camel matches up better against one of these cards. Desert's Hold is maybe better later on. I think swinging with the Survivors was a mistake, maybe. And probably shouldn't have tried to initiate the race that early. Especially with fewer cards in hand. Although he has had 2 like strong tempo plays, so maybe it was okay. It didn't end up being very great, but just with the bone. Not willing to trade up, I guess. Well, we're gonna double block. He'll get some value here, but not the end of the world. Creature. Okay. Almost even does trade with that. Don't think we're in Desert's Hold. Still like saving that for one of his big creatures, which we saw. He still has a combat trick, but again, I think it's Brute Strength, and these cards hold that off pretty well. It's funny. I feel like Dauntless Haven's trading down against the Carrion Screecher, but it's actually a cheaper tempo play. Yeah, I think if we do make it to game 3, although I don't think it's real likely, we're definitely gonna... Oh man. Yeah, we have to chump that. We do have Desert's Hold for it. Oh, then he just kills us with the triggered ability. Yeah. Wait, no, its activated abilities can't be activated. Okay, so we're not dead. We go to 1. We'll trade with the other 2. And pray. That seems... Oops, wrong way. There we go. No, but then if he has Brute Strength, it's the last card, we're just dead. I think we're just dead anyway, actually. Maybe we have to play like he doesn't have it. Because if we block like this, he plays Brute Strength there, he still gets in for 6. Yeah, we're dead if he's got Brute Strength. So, don't have it? He's definitely got it. No. Was it just a bluff earlier? Maybe it was. Alright. Well, Vizier actually wasn't a bad draw. To play, at least. Or Hazaret, lost in the desert forever. We are at 1, like, random open fire wins it for him. Pretty much, yeah, any afflict wins it for him. We have no more lifelink in the deck. Alright, well, it didn't take much. The mulligan was a little bit crappy, but I think we played the second game about as well as we could have. Maybe we could have done better in the first. I don't know, it was a little bit interesting. If we'd used the Resolute Survivors earlier on and traded, maybe that would have been better. Alright, but definitely destroyed that game. Stupid afflict. Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, maybe. Maybe if we'd used the... If we'd determined that we should have been not trading earlier, that would have been better. This deck just is better when we're on the aggression, but... Okay, well, 1-1. Let's go to match 3 and see if we can't salvage this.